This is Henares making your day with part 12 of a book that I wrote on Philippine history. Chapter, Rizal, the national hero. This nationalism inspired the first nationalist revolution and set up the first democratic republic in all of Asia. Then after 50 years of American occupation led to our political independence, also the first in all of Asia to shake the shackles of Western colonialism. Recto was to remind us of the legacy of the first Filipino as he tried vainly to keep us from the political and economic encroachments of American carpetbaggers. Rizal is also the first Filipino because he is the first in the hearts of the Filipinos. Nations are known by the heroes they have. If a people have a government they deserve, they also have heroes made in their own image and likeness. Rizal had many competitors for preeminence in the generation that gave birth to Filipino nationalism. Marcelo del Pilar, hurling his Joven thunderbolts at a Spanish friar who considered him the real soul of subversion, much superior to Rizal. The prodigious, irreconcilable, sublime paralytic Apolinario Mabini, the prime minister of war against the United States. Emilio Aguinaldo, the natural soldier who took command of the revolution, took on the two greatest powers on earth, routing the Spaniards on his second attempt, proclaiming the first Philippine Republic and compelling the Americans to mobilize against him 5 times the forces required to secure the Spanish surrender. And of course, Bonifacio, who organized the mass base of the revolution and took to the field when Rizal and the Ilustrados faltered. More about this after these messages. This is Henares making your day with the part 12 of a book I wrote on Philippine history. Chapter, Rizal, the national hero. Yet the Filipinos have chosen Rizal unanimously, irrevocably, as their national hero. From this choice of national hero, a number of conclusions may be drawn. The most obvious is that we Filipinos love peace, for we have chosen to magnify a man of peace above the men of war. The next is that we love freedom and justice, for we have given our worship to a man who, for the sake of freedom and justice, forsook all the comforts and pleasures of peace. And the third is that we prize virtue more than victory, and sacrifice above success. For Rizal died a failure in the eyes of the world. We have a fondness for tragedy, and the essence of tragedy is that a virtuous man suffers because of his very virtues. It's also observed that we commemorate our defeats rather than our victories. We may honor many heroes, conspirators, military men, statesmen, but we reserve our highest homage for Dr. Jose Rizal, the Christ-like martyr whose mission was to consummate by his tragic failure the redemption of our nation. When at his appointed hour Rizal died, we felt that all of us had died with him. But we also felt that by his death, we were born anew. It has been said that the Philippine Revolution was anti-history, against the tides and currents of history. It broke out when Western imperialism was at the high tide, when Queen Victoria was proclaimed Empress of India, when European powers were apportioning Africa and Asia into colonies and spheres of influence, when Hawaii, Egypt, Borneo, and Sudan were practically begging for colonial masters. More about this tomorrow, my dear friends. This is Henares making your day, saying good day, God bless you. Thank you very much for being with us. Till next time, hasta la bye-bye.